Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Knitique in Elk Grove, California, and KnitiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Wonderful Wednesday. See, I know that one, and It's Thursday that I still haven't quite figured out.
Yeah, we still got to work on that one, don't we?
Yeah, I still haven't figured out an alternative to terrific that sounds good. Everything sounds weird so far that I've tried. So you guys have to help me come up with a title for Thursdays. We have terrific Tuesdays and wonderful Wednesdays, and we have fabulous Fridays and super Saturdays. What's Thursday? Thursday has nothing.
Yeah, we need the thesaurus.
The thesaurus?
That word hard to say.
It is hard to say. It's very Shushan-like.
We need a thesaurus for that word.
Yeah, a thesaurus.
There you
go. Okay, we're weird, but you guys are used to that. Okay, so let's kick things off.
Karen, Thrilling Thursday, I like it.
I'm writing that down.
Okay.
We'll start talking about our grand prize for the month of August, which is this lusciously soft skein of Cashmere Ombre 2-ply in this no longer available LYS Day colorway. Pretty pinks and grays. You can knit Danielle's Felicitations pattern out of it, which is a convertible wrap. Because the yarn is so lightweight, it's easily scrunched up into a scarf or spread out into a wrap. You can put buttons on the edge and make it so that it can be turned into a poncho. And then, because we all need snacks while we knit, we have one package of the savory party cracker seasoning in the original flavor. This stuff's delicious. A customer helped me figure it out. It tastes like chili cheese Fritos without the corn chip aftertaste. So if you're like me and don't like Fritos, this is better.
It's a perfect
a million times better. And the UPS man is coming.
Oh, okay.
He's actually using his cart because we gave him slack yesterday, and also because there's like 700 boxes.
Oh, that's a lot of boxes. We're going to talk about our lightweight summer knitting bag while Anna tries to refuse to let the UPS man in. Damn lamb is helping. That's a lot of boxes. The lightweight summer bag is just that. It is lightweight, waterproof. Put your knitting in there. I do believe it floats in water, which just cracks me up, so you can knit in the pool.
I know what those are. I know why they're light.
There's a lot of them. Second to last, till back to school for you, Deb. We started last Thursday here, which has lots of us super excited.
Thank you.
It's always good for the parents when the children go back to school. Not so fun for teachers. Wish I could be there and help you. I like volunteering at school. If I get really close, do we have touch-o-vision here? Do you think it works that way?
I wish that worked that way.
I'll pet it for everyone. It's very nice. Oh, Karen
wants to see
should we do
boxes.
it? Do we do it?
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. There's a lot
go.
of them, but they're little. It's like the company basically sent every item in its own separate box.
Okay. I do not know what that is yet, but I will figure it out. That's a lot.
Your hint is it's so fluffy.
Oh! I know what it is!
Okay.
I gotta go.
So, no, she doesn't.
Yeah,
Sit,
I do.
Stay.
No.
Sit, boo-boo, sit.
Woof.
So, how you get entered into the grand prize? Did you tell them?
No, I didn't get that far. I got distracted by Cashmere.
Every time you make a purchase during the month of August, you get one entry. It is cumulative, so the more times you purchase, the more entries you get. It includes purchases made here in person in the boutique, online at KnitiqueYarns.com, and of course over the phone with us. So then on Friday, September 1st, we will draw to see who the lucky winner is.
Now let me wait till you see what's in the boxes.
Best view ever.
I'm going to need a couple days for that one, so bear with us, people.
Something tells me that we have to wait for Boss Lady on that one.
Good, I have time to finish.
Because, soft, squishy, it's so fluffy.
Yes. right, daily prize.
Karen, start thinking about where we have room for stuff. Okay, so for the daily prize, we have Danielle's super fun pattern cherry drop. Really easy stockinette, then there's a purl ridge, then knit every stitch wrapping twice, then drop the extra wraps, rinse and repeat. We did it out of 2 colors originally, beaded silk and sequins, of course, for sparkle, and merino cloud. You can also do it just out of 1 skein of yarn. We included Seal Rock in this gorgeous retired colorway Melon from Alexandra, the Art of Yarn.
Karen.
All right, we're going to need help with that one.
They've been Karen told.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah.
So 1 skein of most DK weight yarns would easily make this. It takes about 245 yarns. This one is 274. I know what I said. They knew what I meant, and I know what I said.
I didn't say anything.
No, you just giggled.
I did.
She's very distracting. Camera person's not supposed to be distracting.
That's my job.
Okay, so how you get entered into the daily drawing is by interacting with the video. Yes, thank you, Melanie. You knew what I meant too. If you react to the video, you get 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, even if you're snarky, you get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video, you can share it to your friends, to your stories. You can send it in Messenger, share it in a group. You can share it to Instagram. Wherever you share, just go back to the comments and say where you shared, and you'll get 11 entries per share. And then we come over to our handy dandy comment picker and see who our lucky winner is. Or it could be stuck. No? Why are you not? I swear I set this up this morning.
Cute wine bottle socks. Can't read the other one. Karen redid our display. Come here. I can't do this with one hand. Dear wine. Yes, that's funny. And then some breast cancer support socks.
That was part of Karen's pinkification.
We definitely got pinkified. Oh, there's our shiny bag. Can't do that without any glare. Oh, who's popping champagne here? Laine, you're funny. Joyce, thank you for sharing to Instagram. We got a new batch of our snacks in. We got a refill of the ever popular pistachio cherry. If you just look up Chucker, this is how it's spelled, you will find that one.
You know how long it took me to realize that that's a bird?
No, how long?
Well, from the time we originally got that brand of snacks in to Stitches West. Because somebody at Stitches West said I have to buy these because my husband hunts chuckers.
Okay, now I feel silly too.
I'm like, oh, that's what the bird on the bag is. She's like, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm like, no. I also was pronouncing it wrong and pronouncing it Chukar, so.
Yeah, until I heard Danielle say, I'm like, ew. I didn't realize it was a bird either, so don't. I didn't realize it was a type of bird. Honestly, I thought it was a weird penguin. I hadn't looked very close.
It was a weird penguin.
Yeah. Oh, I just gloss over and, okay, it's a creature.
Right. Let's see who our winner is this time. Okay, now we're talking.
Cindy Pert, congratulations. You are local, so when you come in for, I assume, class, let us know you have a prize and we will get it from the cabinet. Here's a quick look at our bracelets. If you cannot make it in person and you make a purchase, let us know in the notes you have a prize and we'll include it in your pretty pink package. Add some pink bracelets if you want, some pink marker cards, so the markers are rainbows. I love these markers. All right, and yeah, I wasn't here Saturday when Karen pinkified everything. It was very pretty.
Okay, one link coming right up. And no, Melanie, no bonus points for snark.
Darn.
She said they should get 10 entries if they're snarky. Like,
we don't have any way to track that.
yeah, it's keywords, so you'd have to put the word snarky in your comment. So no bonus points for snark.
You get brownie points, though. You can have Susan points.
There's some show where, like, they say, like, you get points for this and they don't count. Oh, it's whose line is it anyway?
Points don't count.
Yeah.
Meaningless, what do they say?
I don't remember. It's something about you get points for this, but the points don't count.
Points don't mean anything in the game.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched that show, but it was hilarious. Is it still on?
It has a different host. It's on one of the cable channels.
Huh. I didn't even know it was still on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some restocks, and then we got some already in stock, and I'm just going to show you everything of Malabrigo Rios, one of our favorite worsted weight yarns. It is 100% superwash merino wool, 210 yards per skein. It is machine wash and dry, and it's also ridiculously soft. Like, sometimes you don't get machine wash and dry and soft in the same package, and you do in Rios. Rios is good for everything that you're going to gift that you are like, they might shrink it. It's good for the things that you're going to wear a lot and you need it to be sturdy. And it comes in amazing, amazing colors. So I started with a fun and bright one, apple green, which really is basically a little brighter than a Granny Smith apple. So it's very accurately named on this one.
It is.
And we're going to need a lot of room on this yarn, so I'm going to come to the front with that. I feel like I'm getting the brightest ones, most of the brightest ones in first. We have this gorgeous, bright, vibrant, tropical blue called Cyan, or Cyan?
Cyan? Not accurate.
I'm used to cyan being spelled with a Y, so I don't know if it's pronounced the same way when it's not in English.
Good point.
So I don't know if it's cyan or cyan. I always say cyan.
Brennan! We need to know.
Linguistics major. Help. We were doing that with words yesterday because it was not in English, and so we were having to pull up pronunciations on my phone. Like, how do we say this?
Actually,
very close to your nails.
True color is very close to my nail. Why doesn't that turn crazy colors?
Glitter?
Weird.
That's all I got. Okay, I have no logical explanation behind why the phone sometimes makes sense and other times does not. Oh, let's just be fair. It never makes any sense.
True.
All right. Boss Lady's favorite, because it's that gorgeous cobalt blue, Matisse blue. I love the tonality in these colors. Like, there's highs and lows, so you got shadow and highlight. It adds just enough depth of color to your fabric to make it more interesting, but not so much as to detract from intricate stitch patterns.
Okay, let's watch the color change of the blue. It's closer, but this one really is the color of my nails, so.
Just go to the store and get a bottle of blue curacao, because then every time I describe something that way, you will always know what it looks like, because it's basically that.
We're going to have to go next door and look at that, because I have no idea what it looks like.
That throws off my color sequence, Melanie, but I can oblige. We have a gorgeous golden yellow. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce the J as an H or not. So is it Chaha or is it Chaja?
That one's more fun.
But it's a gorgeous gold. I know that much. So there is your Starry Night collection, Melanie. Apple green, cyan, Matisse blue, and Chaja. Just because I like to say it that way.
That's a fun combination.
So that was a little out of sequence, but we'll just save this one right here for now. Next in line is 654 Uruguay. Kind of that periwinkle that was the color of the year last year.
A little more blue than periwinkle?
Well, Very Perry wasn't very periwinkle either, even though it was called Very Perry.
It's very close.
It's like halfway between periwinkle and cornflower.
Okay.
That's really its true color definition. I love this color. I almost made the baby blanket out of this color, but they had to have a forest theme, and this didn't fit the forest theme.
It's the sky.
I know, I thought about that, but aquamarine is this beautiful, soft baby blue with like lilac highlights, so you're getting this subtle shift of a little more purple, a little more blue. Kind of might just need to make myself a sweater out of that color because I'm still very attached to that color. There are so many good good projects that you can make out of Rios, like this really fun hat. The computer doesn't want to turn. Sky has, look at this pretty texture.
That's really nice.
I almost thought it was that smocking technique at first, but this is way easier. You're going to have like an SSK right here and an increase, like a make one or a lifted increase right there. And then they just do pearls across this ridge, so it gives it that like woven under look. But it's super cute. I even like the rolled edge on this one because it doesn't distract from the stitch pattern on the hat.
You think it's rolled edge or 3 rows of pearl?
I think it's rolled edge because
I think so.
You can kind of see a little bit of like knit right here. That makes me think that's it rolled up. But this is a one skein project, so this is in that perfect for, you know how we mentioned it's never too early to start on your holiday gift knitting? This would be a great one to put in the gift queue. Then, okay, this one's totally a For Susan project. This Simple Sprinkle by Vera Valimaki, which she has really good patterns. We haven't pulled anything up of hers in a while, but I really like her stuff. It's just garter stitch and short rows. So if you're ever like, I want to learn short rows, but short rows scare me, this is the perfect kind of project for that because it's all just knit, knit, knit otherwise. And you can do it in as few or as many colors as you want. Like you can pick your favorites and go from there. Like I would do 2 to 5 colors. I probably wouldn't go super crazy and be like 17 colors, but
this is the perfect leftover project for Patty Palmer.
Oh yes. Or any of you who are Rios lovers who have leftovers from all your other projects, that would be great too. Because there's nothing that says you couldn't, do this wedge and then, oh, I'm out of this color and then do the stripes in 2 other colors. Like there's nothing that says you can't go crazy with it because it's going to be beautiful in lots of colors.
No rules, just knit.
Because it really only takes about 2.5 skeins total yardage. So you could get 1 skein each of 3 colors and just keep alternating between them. You could use 7 colors. You could do whatever level of colors makes you happy. All right, one more and then I'll show you guys lots more colors. Haul. I'm going to say it's haul like holly. It's really cute. The body, I believe, is knit sideways. Oh, no, it's not. It just looks that way because of the lines. Mm-hmm. This is just reverse stockinette, so purl side out, and then there's like a stockinette valley, so knit side out, to create these little ridges. I saw somebody's project on this one, and they didn't do it with the long sleeves, like they made it short sleeved, and it was ridiculously cute. So it would end right here.
Easy modification.
Yeah, like you just don't do sleeves.
Yeah, that's my kind of thing. I should do that
right,
one.
Like,
I have Rios at home. Ooh, actually, ooh.
And this is only 4 to 6 skeins for a 32 to a 40. And it says to fit, so I have a feeling that the actual finished measurements are not exactly those measurements. So definitely look at the pattern. She has lots of cute stuff. I'm like, gonna have to look at this designer later. All right, more colors. All right, continuing with our blues, we have Rio de la Plata. It's kind of like a blue jean blue.
I've seen this color in process on somebody's sweater. It takes pattern really well because there's nothing to distract from the pattern.
Because this is one of their solids, like, for reference sake, semi-solid, solid. So you can kind of see, like, when I say solid on theirs, there is no variation in color. So the really detailed stuff is going to stand out amazing. Then more of like a French navy, we have Casa Pueblo. This is another one of the solids. I think this is the color Danielle made her son's sweater in, and then we have another customer making her son a sweater in this one. All right, then we have another one of the solids. This is for the purple people, Jacaranda. It's like a dusty purple.
It's a good soft Susan purple.
All right, I'm going to do one more color, and then I'm going to have to shift these so that camera person doesn't have to fall over to show you all the colors. 657 Lila, which is more of a mauve. This is another one of the solids. So Sharon, I don't think they both made the same sweater, but I know Danielle did one of the sweaters from the Amy Herzog custom fit.
Quite Beverly, the yardage is 210.
And I can't remember the name of the sweater that our customer is doing for her son, but definitely these nice solids make great colors for the guys because they tend to be a little more like, ooh, that's kind of girly to have the variation. And it's like, no, it's not.
No, it's just interesting.
And it all, of course, depends on the guy because I know, like, I grew up with a rancher neighbor who basically understood the concept of happy wife, happy life because she bought him a pastel pink shirt. It was probably the shade of this bracelet right here. And he wore that out till in the fields all the time.
That's awesome.
And I tell you what, growing up around a bunch of gruff ranchers, they don't wear pink. But his wife bought him a pink shirt, so he wore a pink shirt.
Nice.
He figured out how to just be fine with it. Oh yeah, flax would be a good guy sweater. I'll try to remember. I'll see if I can remember what the one that the other customer is doing and the one that Danielle did by Amy Herzog and give you guys a couple links in the collective. This one, Hollyhock, is this gorgeous kind of rhubarb red violet. I've tried to prevent my color references from being food, and it just doesn't really work.
That one's just so pretty.
This is a gorgeous solid of the beet pink variety, Santa Rita. You know, every time we do Rios, I plot what my Bodhi sweater is going to be this time. Yes. Still haven't settled on anything, but I keep plotting. I'm kind of plotting that aquamarine now.
That one's pretty. I don't think we have the one I'm using.
I don't think so either.
It's sold out.
All right, here's a few more projects. This one looks really fun to me, this In the Meantime. It's hard to see when she's got it on, but It's lots of different stitch patterns. There's ribbing, there's like a cable section, there's slip stitches, a little color work, and then some like interrupted rib because it almost has like a basket weavy kind of look to it. It looks like there's like knit 2, purl 2 for 2 rows, and then a knit round, and then knit 2, purl 2 and for 2 rows and a knit round because there's just a subtle little divot in there.
Yeah.
But lots of different textures. You can do it in just 2 colors. You can do it in 3 colors. Like she did 3. There's a dark teal, a light teal, and a rust. And they did 3, teal, gold, and gray. But you could even get away with just doing 2 colors. But this one, basically, a 1 skein each of your 3 colors would make either the shorter size or the infinity loop size, which would be like this one. This just looks like that never get bored level project. Then if you want a quick knit, this is another good gifting one. This is Fetching, which are these really cute fingerless gloves that just have like one little cable up here by the fingers and then 1, 2, 3 on the cuff. You could easily do more on the cuff or do more ribbing if you wanted before you're done with your length so that it tucks under, like you can kind of see hers doesn't really tuck under her sleeve. It needs like 1 more inch. Like I would say at least an inch longer, maybe 2, so that it actually tucks up under your sleeve. Just want to know where they actually found an old rotary phone to take that picture. And 1 skein will easily make a pair, so you can do some quick gifting. Okay, I really like this next one. This might need to end up on my needles.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And it looks like there must be instructions for steeking it. If you wanted to turn it into a cardigan. So cardigan or pullover. But it's 3 contrast color. Her color combo is fun. Very jewel tone. Look at them all.
Oh my gosh, how fun is that?
Like somebody did a knit along. And it has a fabulous size range on this one, 34 to 60. I love this. She gives you notes about, like, if you're printing it out on a black and white pattern, you're going to need to mark where your pattern repeat is because it's not going to show up. Let's see, your main color is only going to be 4 to 8 skeins and then 1 skein each of your 3 contrasts. Right, let's show you more colors because you guys know there is lots more Rios to go around.
Somebody lost sound. Are we still working microphone? Lights are on.
We'll just reboot it.
Some people still use and have rotary phones, Beverly. Is that you?
Okay, that's awesome. I always thought rotary phones looked fun. You know.
Did you not grow up with one?
No. I always thought it looked fun to sit there and go do 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 do.
You're so young.
Do 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 do. I'm easily amused by very small things. I am sorry.
By the time you've tried to make a long distance call and hit the wrong number a couple of times and you have to start over, you're ready to throw that thing out the window.
I didn't make a whole lot of long distance calls either because those cost extra money. So that was kind of
call
in the
my grandma.
allowed.
You know, she didn't live in the same town, so.
Actually, we had a really fun routine with my dad when he was on site. He was in the Air Force, and so he would be on site at the base for like 3 days at a time. And I remember us calling him collect. And when they have you say your name, whether it was him calling us because he wasn't allowed to make long distance calls. So he'd call us collect, and he would say, call me, and then hang up. And then we would call him. That was the only time we made long distance calls. was when Dad was stuck at work for multiple days at a time because he had a schedule of several days there and then several days home.
Patty, I remember party lines.
Yeah, we didn't have party lines. I missed that excitement too. I did have I was tied to the wall to use the phone.
Well, at least there's that.
Okay, the absolute best variegated of the whole bunch, Anniversario, has so many colors. It has kind of a cranberry red. It has some rust. It has little highlights of lemon, lime green, emerald, denim blue. It's one of those colors that the longer you look at it, the more colors you see in it. Some violet. Basically a whole rainbow of excitement in Anniversario. What?
Yes.
Oh, because Patty's right on the line of where Sacramento and Elk Grove are.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, you're
That's
literally
funny.
on the line then.
The house
I know
is-
which house she grew up in because she was telling me about it the
Okay,
other day.
that's
And I
funny.
drive past it every day. Literally, that's the line.
Wow.
That house is the line. That's ridiculous. So wrong. So
Yeah,
wrong
for
that
sure.
it costs money to call one side of your house
Crazy.
from the other. That was like a
Yeah, the
scam right
100-foot
there.
cords.
Fuchsia, the most gorgeous, vibrant pink around.
I have to relearn how to spell fuchsia again because
I know.
that word is so hard to spell and this one's spelled differently.
That's the non-English version, so don't
Yeah.
look at that one.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go into the neutrals for a minute.
Just a minute.
It's like a palette cleanser from all the brights. We have Lobo Merino, which is this beautiful pewter charcoal gray. Another good, I don't like any color in my life. Please keep it simple if you're going to knit me a sweater color. I mean, and they look beautiful
Yeah,
with the
they
pinks,
do.
so I
Very
couldn't
pretty.
resist. This is probably my favorite gray of theirs. Cape Cod Gray. It's a color that you look at it and sometimes you see a little blue in it, sometimes you see a little green in it. Like, depending on what you put it next to, the color changes, and it just always looks good with everything. This is a contender for Bodhi also.
Sure. Yeah.
It's also a contender to potentially do every section a different color and make it like a coat of many colors. Because I have a rainbow problem.
I have to look at the pattern and see if that would work.
Oh, it would totally work. I've looked at it.
Okay.
It would totally work. Fog is another really nice neutral. It's like a cream with taupe shadows.
With a hint of purple.
Yeah, just a little mauve-y. Like, if I bring back Lila, I think those two'd be really pretty together.
Oh yeah, there you go. You can see it now. Sometimes I have to take it outside and show customers because it looks, shows much better in the sunshine. Or even the light under the counter is good.
I know, if it wouldn't be like $1 million, because I'm sure it would be $1 million, I would suggest we get like the daylight outfitting in here, but I'm pretty sure that would be like $1 million, and
yeah, they're not cheap for
we're
that.
gonna need a sponsor for that. All right, couple more, then we'll do some more cup patterns and then some more colors because we love Rios so much. We have a lot of it. Lancia, which is this beautiful kind of camel, just soft cafe au lait brown. A little bit on that warmer caramelly side. Yes, Melanie, I have a rainbow problem.
No, it's a rainbow love. It's not a problem.
I don't know, some of the looks I get, other people might consider it a problem. Let me put it that way. Some people consider it a problem, but I don't consider it a problem enough to stop, so they're going to have to deal with me. Dulce de leche just makes you want creme brulee. It has that beautiful caramelized sugar color.
It's not a problem. It's an adventure.
That's what it is. That's what I'm going to call it. I have a rainbow adventure addiction. Rainbow connection?
Ooh.
I have a rainbow connection.
Yes.
How copywritten can I say that?
I don't know.
All right, here's more patterns. This river mist looks really fun too, because it's just 2 colors. Got a couple garter ridges and then a drop stitch row where you're doing like, it's going to be like knit 5, then knit wrapping twice, knit wrapping 3 times, knit wrapping 4 times, 3, 2, repeat.
Easier than it sounds. Oh, that's so pretty.
It's the same technique I did on that In the Waves cowl. It's ridiculously easy, and it produces so much, like, fabric for very little effort. And this one would be 1 skein each of your 2 colors. You could make 2 cowls. So 1 for you, 1 for a friend. Or 2 for you. It'd be like Twix. 2 for me, none for you. A super fun sweater, this Byline. It's got my favorite shaping for sleeves. They are like a set-in sleeve, but they're knit top down in one piece like a raglan. It's called a contiguous sleeve, and it just gives you this really nice line that makes your sweater fit better, like you can really tell on hers. And then you've got the stripes, the solid section at the bottom.
Oh, that's
Look at the
cute.
little overlap they did on the hem. Like, really good attention to detail on this pattern. And I love, like, the way everybody does it a little different. Like, the original pattern, the background color is the same at the top and at the bottom. But some people did it, like, darker at the top to where you could then do it light. Like, you could do it opposite. I think would be fun. Like, do lighter at the top and then your darker color at the bottom.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
She made hers buttoned all the way down. Some people made the placket deeper than others. Like, all that's very easy to adjust. It's just a ridiculously cute sweater.
Okay, hop to it.
I know, right? Look, she did 3 colors.
Wow,
4 colors.
fun.
She's got a little pop of teal in there, too. See? Go crazy. Make it your own. Sizes 30 to 54, and it's 5 to 10 total skeins. Technically a DK weight pattern, but the gauge is very worsted weight, and I saw projects out of worsted weight, so it is definitely a winner. Alright, let me show you guys some more colors. Because we all know I could go down the Ravelry rabbit hole for days. Alright, we're warming back up again over here with Living Coral, which is a gorgeous, vibrant coral orange. It's almost the same color as my shawl, which is funny because they're not the same yarn. I suppose there is a limit to how many colors of yarn companies can create, so overlap is to be expected on occasion. This is another really good solid and another contender. This is why I can never pick anything
okay,
for that
well,
sweater.
Yeah, I had a hard time too.
651 Seibo? Not sure. Beautiful brick red.
I say do that one for you.
My reason why I'm hesitant is because I don't like to copy the designer, and that's what theirs is. Like, they have
You're right.
2. They have one like this and then one in like a deep plum, and I'm like, yeah, that's... I have this thing about doing what's already been done.
Well, do that one. Or is that too pale for you?
It's a little light for me. This one might wash me out a little bit. Lapacho? It's like dusty rose. Actually, where I grew up, this was the clay. This was the clay color. It was a pink brown.
Okay, we just have to pick you a color.
And then
I feel like
you
I
can't
just
change
have
your
to put
mind.
all the colors that I like in a bag and stick my
Pull
hand
one
in
out.
there and swirl around and grab one. Maybe I'll do it like sticky notes because I don't want to tangle up the yarn by rolling it around in the bag.
Sticky notes, yeah.
This is another very popular color and really pretty. Almond Blossom has really soft highlights of like a blush pink to the shadows of more of like a rose. It's probably very accurate to an almond blossom because the little peach somethings, they don't get very big. So it's a peach tree, but they're only like this big. It's like, somebody told me it's because they need to trim their tree.
Oh.
But the blossoms are about that color.
Nice.
So it could be peach blossom too. Then we have this gorgeous kind of more creamy dreamsicle color, Melon. I can't help but make ombres. Right, gotta make room.
More colors coming.
Here's that Chaja, the gorgeous gold. I had to put it back in its lineup. Then more of like a butterscotch. It's got a little bit of that bronzy patina kind of going on, this dewness. Then a beautiful sage green eucalypto. These are all solids in this bunch. One more of the solids. This gorgeous kind of khaki green mate. Then we have a gorgeous deep kind of teal green.
Spruce.
Yeah, this is very like spruce or deep waters, which is accurate because it's called aguas. But you've got a little, it's a little more green here, but then it's a little more blue here, so you're getting that gorgeous tonality of the shades. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful mint green called Water Green. And I've got a few more projects I can show you guys. This is Gretel, which is this beautiful cabled. They did it as a tam, so it's got more of like a swift increase and then a swift decrease, but it's basically a slouchy hat. Like you could do it a little bit longer before doing the increases if you wanted to make it a little bit more slouchy, but just ridiculously cute all over cable pattern. And that's like what you'd want to start with for a level of commitment for an all over cable pattern is see how you like it on a hat before going for like one of the over the top sweaters, because while they're gorgeous, will you do it?
That was my first cable project, was a sweater. I finished it. I still have it.
And this is basically one skein for any of the sizes. Then we have this super cute cowl, Glenhaven by D. O'Keefe. It's just knits and pearls. But
cute.
It's this super cute basket weave looking pattern. It's got multiple sizes. 1 to 2 skeins is all it takes. Alright, this one, when I came across this one, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to show this, because this one's been in my queue for like, I don't even know how long. I have yarn for it. But Corona is this really cute pullover with a low V-neck, and then it has a hood in the back with that cable pattern extending up the edge of the hood. But it's just very, very cute. And it has a range of sizes from 28 to 54, 4 to 11 total skeins. And the pattern's free.
Nice.
And 760 people have made it, so you know the kinks have been worked out. Like, sometimes free patterns for sweaters, you're like, I'm a little scared, because that means probably nobody tested it. 760 people have tested this.
That's pretty good.
Alright, one more. This Water Waves shawl is for the crocheters. Isn't that a beautiful stitch?
That is nice.
They look like fans.
Mm-hmm.
So you do some easy, just rows of double crochet, and then double crochet, chain one, skip one, until you've got the shawl kind of big enough, and then you do this beautiful fan ripple pattern. This one would be gorgeous out of Anniversario.
Oh, yes.
Because the movement in the colors is going to be amazing. And this one takes 5 to 6 skeins and is, well, that's in centimeters, so I'm just going to go with it's nice and big across. And I like this. They have versions for both US and UK crocheters.
Oh, that's nice.
So you don't have to try to remember, wait, do they mean my double crochet or their double crochet? You just do yours and you're good. I think that's fantastic. And also a great project for learning the difference between them, because you have the alternate version to reference. Joyce, you need to do that last one. That you could whip that out.
That'd be really pretty.
Okay, we're going to talk about what we're wearing, because that was a lot of yarn and we've pretty much filled the hour. So I am wearing a crochet shawl called Burn Twice. It is a kind of crescent shaped shawl with a beautiful lace border. They're like little flowers or flames.
Flowers. I know, burn twice.
Yeah,
So
going with flames just because burn twice. But it is that style where you start with like 20 stitches in the middle and then increase out, so you don't have to start with a teeny tiny little thing. You just
nice.
very easy beginning. So for beginner crocheters, this one is still very, very easy to do. And then I will turn the camera around for Shushin to model what she is wearing. This would be a fun backdrop right here. I may have to take a picture of that before I can't, because there's all the stuff. Like I want to take a picture without all the video details.
Excuse me. This is Memories in Color, which would be awesome for Merino Cod 7 series or mini skeins, because
Look at all the gorgeousness.
this one was a self-ombre-ing.
Beautiful lace stitch pattern.
Picot bind off.
Ta-da! All right. Oh, Joyce, you could rip this one out. You could rip this one out, too. Wait, okay, well, I've reached the witching hour for my ability to talk. So we're going to sign off and pull orders and stop talking now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more amazingness that you're going to need. Have a good day. Bye.